So yeah, definitely crushed my larynx. I'm having a lot of trouble swallowing. It hurts to swallow. Is it swelling up? I just had popsicle, as I don't want to suffocate to death like he was trying to do to me for like a half an hour in the woods. I don't know, it's all timed. Like, I videotaped myself. I just remembered when I was looking at all this information. Elbow itches because I was rolling around and got dirt embedded in every part of my body. Anyways, I did a video. I was going to take a picture of my buddies and I always wanted to, but you know, I had this really cool bandana thing going on that was green and red, so I just figured I'd take a little picture of my bunny hill and get me in it. And excuse me, I have to like jerk my head forward for some reason to swallow. It hurts. I just kind of want to document that, actually. Also document the fact that I took a video and then, you know, I walked down the street and then into the woods and then got attacked. So like literally, like there was a time scale, and then all the time the police showed up and everything. So like they'll know the exact amount of time that he had me on the ground while he was on top of me, basically raping me. He was attempting to rape me, I guess, because, you know, they don't think he was trying to murder me. They're not going to charge him with attempted murder. They got theft, and I'm saying he was choking me to death, breaking my throat. He tried to twist my head a few times and bash my head in with his fist. Oh, I'm not gonna be sleeping. I'll play a few video games or something. I don't think I'm gonna be sleeping. But I can't believe this. Like, they thought we were just like fighting or something. Like we were drunk from there's a couple bars or something. I don't drink. I'm not drunk. Maybe he was. Maybe that saved my life. Pro alcohol, that's for sure. Probably just saved my life. He was probably really high. And he just attacked me. He came up behind me while I walked by him. And he attacked me in a place in the woods where there was nobody there. It's like midnight. And I can probably hone down within 5 minutes the exact time that he came at me. And he goes, and he grabbed, like, if he didn't do this, like, he could have probably got the jump on me better, but he went and he grabbed a dog leash, and, like, the weirdest thing, like, I see him coming at me out of the corner of my eye, trying to turn and look at him, so I'm always watching people, guys, girls, and, he comes barreling at me, like, faster than I was walking. And I had a pretty good pace up. I was trying to get to the store before it closed. I had an hour. And an hour before midnight, you know. Then I'm walking down there. It gets dark. It only gets dark for a few hours. It's dark right now, but like it's mostly light. So like when I left, it was light, and then it got dark right about just before midnight. And so as the darkness is closing in. And that's what it felt like this whole time. He was like the darkness closing in. Like, this guy was sitting on my chest, trying to beat some sense into me, but like I had him by the arms. I could grab his arms really easily for some reason, because it was difficult. I was on all fours at one time. He's like beating me in the head on my back, and like I'm just cussing at him. He goes and tells the cop, everyone's like, did you say this to him? Did you say that to him? I'm like, what does it matter? Like, he came at me with a dog leash. Like, I knew there was something up that saved my life. I got the heads up. He was going to try to come up from behind me and wrap the dog leash around my neck. But I turned to face him, and I smacked the dog leash away after he spun me. Because, like, I tried to run, and I tried to drop my backpack so I could run faster. I didn't care. It's just dead weight. It was going to slow me down. It's like, it's hard to run with a backpack on it. I just wanted to hit the road. So I turn to run, and he grabs my backpack and swings me around. Because, like, I'm not letting go. I haven't got it off of me yet. It's still wrapped around my arm. My hand couldn't get through the thing fast enough. So I got my hand wrapped in my... And he's like, I'm trying to get loose. So he's, like, swinging me around so I don't get loose. So I try to run the other way, and he grabs my shirt or something. And the next thing I know, I'm on the ground. He like, oh yeah, he lifted me up, and he like tried to DDT me or something. What's that, over the head? I don't know, not DDT, but like, and then I actually did it to him. Like, I was able to somehow get him off of his feet, and then like I was on top of him at one point, and I thought I was in a pretty good position. I didn't like try to roll over. He was gonna grab me or something. I literally just like was holding his arms, laying on top of him, trying to wear him out so that he couldn't kill me. It was unbelievable. Well, hopefully that popsicle does a little better. It was hurting there. It feels a little better now. I just got to get this off of my chest. I couldn't believe this guy. And I started offering him money. I'm like, I didn't even hit him. Like, not once. The entire time, like, it occurred to me that if I just, started hitting this guy, maybe I could get him off of me. Or I could get a good shot to his crotch. I had a really good knee shot to his crotch at one time. But I was saving my energy. I was literally the whole time just saving my energy. Because, like, I wanted to throw him off of me and make a run for it. The whole time I'm just like, let me go. Let me go. And I figured I wasn't going to make it. I figured I was going to run out of strength. He weighed a lot. Even though I had, better stats, maybe he outweighed me. And at one point he was just like on top of me. And like, he managed to fight his way after I was like almost got him off of me by flipping him over me. Really strange. I'm not really sure what happened, because I was practically only halfway in consciousness the entire time. They kept on asking me like how many times did he, how long does he choking me? Like, he choked me at least 3 times. Like, it was more like 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Literally, I had to break the choke because I was screaming. I screamed out loud at least 8 times, just screaming at the top of my lungs, help, he's trying to murder me, pleading to God, anybody that could listen, please don't kill me, don't let him kill me, help, call the police, call 911, anything that I could scream out. And he kept stopping me from screaming. Like I said, I screamed out like at least 8 times. It seemed like maybe 7 or 6, but like it could have been 8. Like, I literally, like, little bits and pieces. I'm screaming out, he's choking me. I'm screaming out, he's choking me. I'm pulling his arm off and screaming at the top of my lungs. And finally I heard a voice, a girl's voice, like a young girl. And it's like, oh my God, I'm really done for, because I'm hearing voices. No, I was like, oh my God, an angel. That's what went through my head. I heard a woman's voice, and I was like, oh my God, please help. Please, praying to God, please help me. He's trying to kill me, call the police. And then, like, help, come here, help, and get him off of me. I was dying. I was losing oxygen, okay? And she, I guess, made it up onto the trail. Not just the lower trail, the second trail. It's like 2 trails right next to each other, and a little hill between them. Because when I heard her say something like, "What are you doing? What are you doing to him?" or something like that. I couldn't really make out what they were saying, but I heard people, so it's like, oh my God, thank God. Thank God. I was just done, but I wasn't out of the woods yet. Like, any point in time he gets his hands around my neck, I needed to get away from this guy. And so I took the opportunity. He seemed to be a little dismayed that he wasn't going to be able to kill me, and I used all the energy that I had saved up, and I heaved him onto the trail, because like he was on top of me, and like crotch to crotch, like he was trying to fuck me. And I just threw it, rolled. I kind of swung back and forth, got a little momentum, and rolled and threw him over to the side, and just rolled back the other way, and got up on my feet and started running towards this girl. And I couldn't see what was going on. So I just started screaming at her, run, because like at least she could get away. She could call the police. I was just like, get out here, call the police, run. He tried to kill me. I'm like, get out of here, run. And I ran out into the street, because there's like a street, a little residential street with some houses, and there was like four people. And one guy seemed to have a phone up to his head, so I was hoping he was calling the police. And I was just screaming bloody murder. Like, I was ready to fight. Like, I thought I was going to have to continue fighting this guy if he came out of the woods. And I wasn't even looking. I was like looking at these people and trying to make as much room between me and my attacker as possible. And I just started stripping off my clothes. I would have stripped all my clothes off, but like, I'm trying not to look too weird here. And I took off my jacket and my hoodie, and I'm like all sweaty. And I'm like, oh my God. And I'm like pacing back and forth trying to catch my breath, because I couldn't breathe. I couldn't breathe for the longest time, trying to catch my breath. Still trying to catch my breath. I got to get another popsicle. Thanks for listening.